The cabin is quiet, too quiet. At 30,000 feet, there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and no second chances. One small mistake in the air doesn't just cost one life. It cost everyone. Morning light cuts through thick clouds as a plane lifts off the runway. Inside, passengers settle into their seats, unaware that this flight will not land the way it should. A woman watches the aisle with sharp eyes, calm on the outside, tense on the inside. She is here for a reason, and failure is not an option. A man nearby jokes, relaxed and smiling, but his eyes never stop moving. He listens more than he speaks. In the cockpit, the engine hums steady, almost comforting. As the plane climbs higher and higher, a voice comes through softly, controlled, but uneasy. This was supposed to be simple. A hand tightens around an armrest. Another checks a watch, counting minutes like they matter more than time itself. Somewhere on the plane, a message is sent that was never meant to be read. A small choice turns into a dangerous secret. The camera drifts through the narrow aisle, past faces that look normal, ordinary, safe. But safety is an illusion. Every person on board has something to lose, and at least one of them has something to hide. The sky outside looks endless, peaceful and cold. The voice returns, quieter now. Once we're in the air, there's no turning back. A warning light flickers for just a second, then disappears. No one notices. But the risk has already taken off. The calm begins to crack. A quiet sound interrupts the cabin. Something small but wrong. A man freezes mid-sentence. The woman's eyes narrow. She feels it now, the shift. This flight isn't just carrying passengers, it's carrying a problem. And that problem is alive. A voice whispers, sharp and urgent. Someone here is lying. Fingers tap nervously against a tray table. Smile fades to fast to be normal. A passenger stands, then slowly sits back down. As if remembering they are being watched, trust starts to fall apart, piece by piece. No one knows who to believe, and asking the wrong question could make things worse. The woman moves through the aisle, steady but alert. She isn't afraid of the plane. She's afraid of what's sitting inside it. The joking man watches her now, no smile this time. He knows more than he should. You don't understand what's at stake, he says quietly. If this goes wrong, everyone pays. In the cockpit, a warning appears, then vanishes. The pilots exchange a look, but say nothing. Outside forces are closing in, counting on what happens next. A choice must be made, but time is slipping away. Protect one life, or protect them all. The voice returns, stronger now. This isn't about landing safely anymore. The plane hits light turbulence. A child grips a seatbelt. Overhead lights flicker. And somewhere between the clouds and the truth, the real danger finally reveals itself. The plane shudders hard, snapping everyone awake. Oxygen masks drop halfway, then stop. Alarms chirp, sharp and fast. This is no longer a misunderstanding. This is a countdown. People panic, voices rise, hands reach for anything solid. The sky outside is no longer calm. It feels close, pressing in. The woman moves fast now, no more pretending. She pushes past frozen passengers. Her voice firm, sit down, do exactly what I say. In another row, a man stands his ground. Fear flashes across his face, then something darker. You're already too late, he says. A door slams. Someone screams. The sound cuts off too quickly. The cabin lights go out. Emergency red fills the space. Every second feels heavier than the last. The joking man is gone, leaving only an empty seat and unanswered questions. In the cockpit, controls stop responding. The pilots fight to keep the plane steady as systems fail one by one. This isn't an accident. It's planned. Hands shake as a final message appears on a cracked screen. There is no backup. No help coming. The woman realizes the truth. The danger was never outside the plane. It was always inside. Someone wanted this chaos. Someone wanted to decide who lives. Turbulence throws bodies sideways. Bags fly, a child cries. The engines roar too loud, then to quiet. The woman locks eyes with the man who started it all. You don't get to choose, she says. He smiles. The plane drops suddenly. Silence hits harder than the noise. And in that silence, everyone understands there is no way out. The noise fades, leaving only the deep hum of the engines. Everyone is holding their breath. The plane levels out. Barely. Faces are pale, eyes wide, waiting for something, anything, to happen. The woman stands in the aisle, bruised but unbroken. This is the moment. The last chance. A calm voice cuts through the fear. You think this ends when we land? The man steps forward from the shadows, hands raised, expression unreadable. It doesn't. Around them, passengers watch, trapped in their seats, trapped in the sky. No heroes. No escape routes. Just choices. A timer blinks on a hidden device. Seconds slip away. The woman's hand hovers, unsure. Save the plane or stop the threat. Both may not be possible. Her voice lowers. If I do this, there's no coming back. The man nods. He accepts the cost. The engines surge. The ground rushes closer. A final warning screams through the cockpit. Then silence. Black screen. A single line appears. Trust is the real danger. The music hits hard. Flight risk. A last whisper echoes. Some flights are never meant to land. The screen fades. The risk remains. Silence breaks with a sudden breath. A close-up of trembling hands gripping a seatbelt. A tear falls, floating for a second before hitting the floor. Somewhere in the dark, a phone vibrates with one last unread message. Outside the window, the sun rises, calm and uncaring. A voice returns, low and cold. You never really know who you're flying with. Quick flashes hit the screen, a locked door, a broken badge. Eyes watching from the back of the cabin. Truth and lies blur together. What looked safe was never safe at all. The music slows. One final beat. Text fades in. Fear doesn't need a weapon. Then the screen cuts to black. Flight risk 2026. A final sound echoes. The seatbelt sign turning off. But no one moves.